Sumit, you can go forward.
Yeah, Sumit. Yeah.
Yeah, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, hello everyone. My name is Smith Kumar Suman, and my goal for today is to teach you how to import and export data into MATLAB. So first, you need to download a file named Gamma.
Sorry to interrupt. Um, Guys, if YouTube link for this session, I have put it in the chat box. Please give it to someone if someone asks you. Okay. Okay, Sumit, go on.
Okay. For first, you need to download the file name called Gamma. I have shared that in chat box. Please download them. If you have downloaded, please let me know. Okay. Done, everybody?
Sorry, I didn't get it. What we have to download?
A file named Gamma underscore 0 underscore degree. It is an Excel file. If you open that, everybody has downloaded that file.
Where is? I'm sorry, I don't have. I think I've joined the meeting later, so I don't know where it is.
Okay, I am sharing once again.
Yeah, please share it.
Somebody else, please put them in chat box because it is showing from my side is network disconnect when I try to upload them in chat box. Okay, now it is here. Please download it. And now open that file. Hello. Now open that file. If you open that file, you can see a bunch of data, and there are various columns named degree, and S is here displacement, C column is for volume, and D is logarithmic of that volume with respect to base E, and column E for pressure, and so on. This is the data for a SI engine, spark ignition engine, and versus for different crank angle, and we need to
Hello, sir.
hello.
Hello. Sir, I haven't received the file. Matlab, I am looking in the chat box, but still it is not showing any link.
Students are saying that they got it.
Yes, sir. I did not receive that too.
Somebody
Same here.
please download that. Gamma 0 degree dot XLS. It's gamma 0 degree XLS. Abhinav Agarwal has just shared it.
It is like it is like degree S volume, log volume.
Yeah. That file.
Okay, okay, sir.
If anyone found that, please share the link.
Okay. Now, if you can open that file, you see a bunch of data, almost 7,000 row there is. We need to analyze this data in MATLAB, and I am here to tell you how to import this data in MATLAB and how to work upon this data. So here, this is the data for spark ignition engine, and for various angle of crankshaft. Crank. Here angle is measured in degrees. Now for importing data, there are two ways. First, you can, let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen? Please confirm.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here is a bunch of data, and we need to export this to MATLAB and analyze there. And our goal is to plot dq d theta, that is rate of change of heat intake versus crank angle, and logarithmic value of pressure versus logarithmic value of volume. And there are two ways to import data. First is from command interface. I can show you. Everybody has opened the MATLAB?
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, we did not get the link in the chat box. Can you please tell anyone to paste it?
Somebody has just said that.
No, sir. We are not getting that. Some group of people, we are not getting that.
It is just
Sir,
the
it is a
link
YouTube
provided.
link.
No YouTube.
They are
link.
sharing YouTube link.
Wait.
You need to download that.
Guys, it's an Excel file that I've just shared. So you just have to download it.
Okay, and open that. You can see there is a bunch of data, and we need to import that into MATLAB and analyze.
Hello.
It. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I have made one WhatsApp group there. So someone shared the file there. So I am sharing the link for that group. Anyway, so everyone can join that. I will share their file again.
Okay, you can do that.
Sir, I have a little query. Can I go ahead?
Yes.
Actually, sir, I am using the crack version 2018 MATLAB. So will it work?
Yeah, it will be fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. I shared the link on their group there. I've shared the file there.
Okay. Save that file into a folder. Folder of
Yes.
any.
Yeah, it will open in the laptop only. I think it will not open in mobile.
If you have an Excel.
Yeah, you can't see that in
Yes, if
mobile.
we have Excel in the mobile. Yes.
Yeah, you can see there also.
Yeah, join the WhatsApp group, you will get that link.
Okay. Now coming to the import of data, there are two ways to import that data into MATLAB. You can see my MATLAB window now.
Yes, sir.
Yes. From there in the home ribbon, you can see a ribbon named import data. You first click there and go to the directory where your folder is present, gamma 0 degree. And click that and just hit open button. It will take some time to open. I'm telling you how to import that file into MATLAB. You can see those tables are imported into MATLAB, and you can see in the rightmost past it is showing import selection. You can just hit there, and now this table is loaded into your workspace. You can see there in the workspace it is gamma 0 degree, and it is in the form of table. You cannot able to do any operation here. So to convert this table into vectors, what you can do is to just go for import data once again and open that file. Here you can see an output type is table, and you need column vectors, because you can perform any operation, either it is addition, multiplication, division, for a vectors, not for table. This is a bunch of different data types: degree, volume, pressure, and others. So to convert this data into vectors, you need just to go output type and click column vectors. It will extract all the vectors from this table and just hit import selection. Now if you can go to the workspace, you can see all your vectors are extracted. Now you can do simple operations such as plotting degree versus dpdh and degree versus dq/dth and other.
Sumit, can you please repeat it, because some students are saying that repeat please for the importing part. Yeah.
Okay, I am clearing these variables. For that, there is a command called clear all. Now my all variables are clear. Now go to the import data ribbon and hit there. Go to your current directory, and my current directory is now importing data, where my folder gamma 0 degrees, where my file gamma 0 degrees saved. Just hit that and click open. Then your table is loaded into the MATLAB, and just hit import selection. This is your table which you need to analyze, and just hit import selection. When you hit import selection, you can see all your variables are listed. Here you can see our output type is column vectors, so all our variables are extracted from here. Different column vectors such as degree, s, volume, all the column vectors are extracted. You can see here. If you can directly call the table, then if you open, then your output type is table, and if you hit that button, your output is a table. There are no other data, and you cannot perform any kind of arithmetic with this table type of data. So you need to convert this to vector. To convert this to vector, go there and just hit and just change the output type to column vectors. What column vectors do is extract all the vectors from this table and convert them to numeric of double type, data type of double. Just hit import selection. You can now see all our vectors are extracted. This is a user interface where you can also do this in command window. I will tell you that later. Everybody is able to do that. Now if you, yes.
Yes, sir. After output type, what we have to do to get the result?
Yes, in output type, you are saying there is a column called table, and there is another column called row. Another column called vectors, column vectors. With table, you cannot do arithmetic operations such as addition, multiplication, plotting them. So we need to convert them into vector to perform normal arithmetic operation or any kind of analyzation which we need to do in MATLAB. So to convert it into vector, you need to go to output type and click
on the
column vectors and then import selection.
What we do in import selection?
Import selection, just hit there, import selection.
Just hit there.
Yes, there is a tick mark. Just click there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. Sir.
And now you minimize that window, and you can see in there in your workspace that all your column vectors are extracted with the table gamma 0 degree. You can see in your workspace. Now, if you can open that workspace, you can see a column named I have opened for degree, a column named degree. The values listed are came up here. Okay. So suppose we have to plot degree versus DQDH. For that, what we need is just there is a command named plot to plot the data. You need to just type plot in the command window or either in the editor and write plot first variable, which is on the x-axis. If you are using a 19 or higher version of laptop MATLAB, there is always a specification when you just write the command. So here it is showing plot first variable and second variable. First variable is on the x-axis and the second variable was on the y-axis. So suppose we have to plot degree versus DQDH. So we write in the command window plot degree. Our column variable is degree. X variable is degree and y variable is DQDTH. So just write DQDTH. And semicolon is to suppress the output. Otherwise, it will print in the command window. Here it will not print because it is dot other. If you have vectors, then it will print in the command window. So just hit. You can see it is plotting. On x-axis it is degree, and on y-axis it is DQDH. That is rate of change of heat transfer. Okay. You can also name this variable. To name the x-axis, you need another command named x level. What is x level? Our x-axis is degree, so we wrote here degree. And y-axis name is DQDH, so we wrote here, right here. DQDTH. Now if you run, you can see here x and y axis are named. You can also change the named selection. You can give the name to this graph for the title. You can use another command called title. I'm not here saying what exactly is degree is. Degree is here the angle of the crankshaft, rotated crankshaft. Now you can see in the folder, sorry, you can see in the graph, here it is showing the graph of for DQDTH versus degree. You can also change the type of graph. Here it is plot. You can also plot scatter type of graph and other type of graph. There is a shortcut for plotting them. You need to go to the plots and just select the variable. First variable is our degree and press Control button and select another variable DPDTH and hit plot. You can see here our plot just came without just using user interface, not using any command. Okay. And you can swap that also. If you want x-axis to be dpdh and y-axis to be degree, you can just swipe from here and hit plot. You can see that our graph is just inverted. Sorry, mirror image about x-axis. Sorry, y equal to x. These are just shortcut. In case you need to debug your code, in that case you come here and analyze. Now, coming to the second method of importing data and exporting data. From editor window or command window, you can also import and export data. So for that, you need first to create a file name. What is your name of the file? So my name of the file is gamma 0 degree. So I have just written file name equal to gamma 0 degree, and gamma 0 degree is a string. So I have put there in a colon, apostrophe colon. And to read a data, there is a command called read table. Read table, and our file name is gamma 0 degree. And here you must make sure that your file and your current directory are same. If they are different, then you might get an error. So please confirm that your current file and the folder which you are analyzing are having same directory. So for importing data, just there is a command called read table and file name, whatever there is a file name. You can also just write here gamma 0 degree dot xlx in place of file name. And are you following? Hello?
Yes, sir.
First to do up to this part, data equal to read table file name. Or I can show you in another window. You can follow with me. I have just created a variable named file name. What is my file name? My file name is gamma 0 degree. You can search for file name here. Here your file name is gamma 0 degree. Just go to the property and your file name is gamma 0 degree. And your extension is XLX. So you also take that into consideration and just copy that and paste it here. And my file type is XLX. So this is my file name. To read your file, there is a command called read table. So I am storing my data in a variable named data, and there is a command called read table. Read table, your file name, whatever there is a file name. And if you run this code, first you need to save this, write it whatever. I'm just writing test. When you run this, you can see your data is imported here in the workspace. I'm teaching you the second method. First method is using just the D1 button, and second is using editor window. Okay, your data is imported here. You can see in the workspace degree as volume and other column vectors. See here, the variable type is table. You need to convert them into vectors to perform any kind of arithmetic operation. To convert them into vectors, you need to, suppose you have to work upon degrees. You want to extract degree from this table. So what you write is degree equal equals to data, and you use curly braces. Note here curly braces is to extract vectors. If you would use other type of braces, if you use big bracket, it will extract in the data in the form of table, and but you need data in the form of vector to perform any kind of arithmetic operation. So use here curly braces, and my degree is from column 1, sorry, row 1 to row end, whatever be the last my last value, it is 7201, whatever, and my row is first. So just write here degree, my first up from first entities to last entities. For last entities, there is a shortcut named ind. It is just writing an index. You might not know that from introductory session. And if you run that, you can see here my column vectors named double has popped up here. Here you can see. You can also extract other type of data. Suppose you want to,
Excuse me.
yes.
Could you explain how, like, 1 colon end comma 1, what does this mean?
Here one in matrix, the first entities represent the row. You might know that.
Yeah.
And the second entities represent the column.
Achha. Okay, yeah, got it. Yeah.
So in the same manner, I can do for other type of vectors. I can extract other type of vectors from here. Suppose my pressure Allen volume. Suppose I want to extract pressure. My pressure is in fifth column and entire row. So I can do similarly here. Pressure equal to my data. Use curly braces. Entire row of that column, and my pressure is in fifth row. So just write 5 and just run. You can see in the workspace there is a vector named pressure has come up here. Suppose you want to plot pressure versus different angle of the crankshaft. So you just write plot. You can also do that from here, plots. I have showed you how to do that. Just select the variable you want to plot. Suppose degree. Press Ctrl to enable multiple selection, and place pressure and just plot. It will plot pressure versus degree, and you can name the x-axis, y-axis, and another thing. Those are subsidiary things.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Sir, actually I missed in between, sir. The first time when you told to import data where we have to change from tables to column vector,
Yes.
That was one method of importing data. This is the other method of importing data. Like
Yes.
if we have imported the data in the form of tables, then how are we going to use the data?
Yes. The first step is from D1 button, home D1 button. Here, see, you are saying import data. You can directly do this from here. When you are writing code, it is not a good practice that import from here. When you are showing this to others, how do you show them? You need to write a code for that. So I am saying how to do that in from editor window.
Okay, now when we are writing this code, at that time we've imported the data using the table thing or the column vector thing.
My data are stored in table. So when I have extracted this read table, my final data came up here in the form of table. You can see here my data is in the form of table. So to extract column vectors from the table, I have used
using this code. Yeah, I got that. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Suppose I want to plot degree versus pressure. Sorry. You can just write plot x-axis value degree and y-axis value pressure. and just run that from editor window. You can see here our final graph came up. You can also change various parameters, such as you want to increase the line width of the graph. So there is a further specification to this plot command. You can use line width and just write, you suppose you want to increase this line width to twice that of present value. So you can write it 2. You can see now from the graph that line width of the graph has increased twice of the previous value. Okay. So in this way, you can extract data from, import data from Excel file or any other kind of file. Your file name, if you want to extract that file from text file, so you just write any file name here. It might be a form of comma separated value file, text file, or XLX file, or XLSX file. Whatever kind of the file, you can just write the file name, and there is, and to extract, import the file, there is a command called read table, and whatever will be your file name, and this extracted file is in the form of table. To extract column vector from the table, you need to write degree equal to data, use curly braces, because this is used to extract variable in the form of vectors. If you use big bracket, it will extract in the form of table. So use curly bracket, it will extract your vectors from the table, and same for other kinds of vectors, and just plot them. And now suppose you want to write this data into another file and save it in your device. For that, you need another command called write table. Read table is for reading the value, that is importing the value, and write table is for extracting the values. Yes, extracting the values. To extract the values, we need to write write table. Sorry. Before this, I want to cover one more thing. Everyone has covered up to this partner. Suppose we have created a list of number on x-axis, such as y equals to 1 to 10. This colon here, 0.01 shows that we have a list of number between 1 to 10 separated by a distance of 0.01. So if you plot them, you should get the graph of sin x. So let's check whether it is giving the graph of sin x or not. Just write plot. X variable is our x, y variable is our y. Now if you plot, you can see we might get the graph of sin x. Yes, here you can see we are getting the graph of sin x from x equals to 1 to 1, 10. If you want from 0 to 10, just write a 0. You get the graph of sin x. You can plot anything. Now suppose this x versus y, we want to extract this data into our device. How do we do that? So we need to first convert this vector into table. What we have do during the importing of data is to convert our data into what we convert our data from table into column vectors. And here our data is already in the form of vectors, and to save into our device, we need to convert from this data into table and then save into our device, just the other way around. So to convert this data into vector tables, just write, suppose I want to save this y versus sine x versus x. Suppose this is our data and we want to convert them into table. So there is a command called table. Read the value. Our first variable which we want to save is, here you can see our first variable which we want to see is, sorry, I have gone to the other file. The first variable which we want to save is x. So just write x, and then our second variable which is our y. Now this sine x versus x is saved in the form of table. You can see in the workspace here our sine x versus x is saved in the form of table. Note here, this is a row vector. So to convert them into table, you just need to transpose this value. Sorry, to convert them into column vector, you just need to transpose the original value of x and y. So I have just taken the transpose of x and y, and if you just run, you can see our first variable is x and the second variable is sin x. Here name does not come, so to write the name of this variable, there is a command called name x. You can just write named selection and keep the name of x and y. This gives the name to the entire column of x and entire column of y. Here our x column is x value on the x-axis and y column is corresponding value of sine on the, sorry, corresponding value of sine for a given x. And to save this table into our device, we just need to write table. Write table. But our variable is sin x versus, we want to save this table into our device. Sin x versus x, and what you want to save this into, what is the name of file which you want to save in your device. Suppose you want to save it in graph of value of sine function at different x. And what is the extension? Your extensions, suppose you want to extract this file into Excel file. You can do that in text file or any other kind of file. Suppose you want to do this in Excel file, so you give the extension as xlx. xls, whatever xlx also give. This is, or don't bother about the extension. Here xlx, this saves our data in the form of binary, and xlx, that save our data in the form of zipped folder. So don't bother about that, just run. You can see here, you can go to your folder where you have saved. You can see here our data is extracted Here, value of sin x at different x. You can just open it. Here. You can name that also variable 1 and variable 2. You just need to write variable names and write the corresponding variable. And if you have any kind of doubt with this command, you can write here in the documentation tab whatever you want to know about this command. Write table. It will open the help window. Now you can see here is the syntax for write table first, file name, and so on. This is how you can import and export data into MATLAB. If you have any further doubt, you can ask.
Sumit, actually one student have doubt like he is not able to plot the degree versus pressure plot. So can you go through once?
What? Please, could you repeat once again?
I mean, someone is not able to plot the degree versus pressure plot. So can you please go through once?
Yeah. Have you created the column vector named degree and pressure?
Yes. I have created, but then the plot command is not working. And what is the significance of line width, if you can explain?
Line width has just indicates the width of our plot from twice our initial value.
Okay.
So suppose what have I written? Let me go back. Yes. Have you written degree?
Yes.
Yeah. So where what is the doubt?
Plot, I can't, the plot command is not working. Degree, pressure, plot. Okay, let me check.
It should work.
Yes. Plot, degree, pressure.
Okay, Smith. I mean, there is one more doubt. Like, do we have to store the Excel file at some specific location, or how to specify directory?
It should be in the same directory which it should be in your current directory. You can see your current directory from here below the ribbon button. You can see here my current directory is local disk E and the folder name importing data.
Degree.
You can go there. You can see this is my current directory. And your folder and your Excel file should be in this directory, sorry, in this folder. So wherever your folder is, just cut from there and paste it here in your current directory. Have you got that?
Or Smith, I think we can open the any MATLAB code and later MATLAB ask for the add to path, right?
You can.
And there is there is no issue with that directory, I think.
In older version, this is not the case. So I am telling you that as a kind of precaution, just keep it in your current directory because it is changing the path automatically in 2019 or later version. In older version, it is not possible.
There is one more doubt that if I don't use format in writable command, then in what format it will be saved? So can you?
What?
If I don't use format in writable command, then in what format it will be saved? The Arindam is asking.
It will be saved in the form of matrix. And if you write table, you will get an error because your data is in the form of matrix, but you are writing write table. So your data must be in the form of matrix. So to write without using the table command, you should write matrix because your data was in the form of matrix. Have you got that? Let me go back. here. If you are not writing here, directly writing sin x versus x.
No, sir. In the last line, right table command. If I don't use the format like Excel or PDF like that, then what will be the format which is saved in our computer?
It might throw some error.
Okay.
You need to specify the kind of file. Automatically, it converts that named into text file. In newer version, in older version, I have no idea. So it might throw some error. So as a kind of precaution, you just write the extension for different kinds of table. For text file, you just write text. I've shown you how to. I am using underscore because sometimes MATLAB misinterpreted the space value. So I'm just writing the underscore so to show them that it is a continuous name. So to write that into text file, you just write text.txt and save that. Suppose, yeah, I have changed something here. You can see here, if I am not writing table, it is throwing error because my sin x versus x is a matrix form of data and I am writing here in table form. So to write them directly in matrix form, I can write here write matrix. Now if I write matrix, I get the correct value. And you can go to your current directory. Here you can see your final extracted data is in the form of text file. Text file should open in my notepad. Here you can see your extracted data is in notepad. You can use other type of variables such as comma separated values, Excel values, text values, and so on.
Any more doubt, guys?
I have a question.
Yes.
The command that you wrote, plot degree comma pressure line width comma 2. So if I just write plot degree comma pressure, I think I have not heard what the use of line width there. I want to know that.
So line width is okay. I'm showing you, then you can got that.
Is it the thickness of the
yes.
curve in the graph?
Exactly. It is the thickness of the line. See what? 1 minute. See what this plot command is doing is that if you just write plot and it is just plotting, it is just writing different values of sin x corresponding to x and join them by a line. If I scroll here in the graph, you can see the various points which I have used for plotting the graph. So what it is doing is just joining those 2 points by a line. And if my if my distance between the point is very small, then my graph is much accurate. So what I have done is using this line width is that I have just increased the width of that line or the thickness of that line by twice of their initial value. By default, it is 1. Have you got that?
I'm not sure. Can you change it to 1 and show what will be the change?
See the thickness of this graph. It has reduced to some extent. Yeah. It is the thickness of the line which is used here to plot this data.
Okay. It's just basically like for the visual representation. It does not have any.
No. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other doubt?
What function you were using like at like when you were exporting in the form of text? Write to matrix like.
No, write table, and the extension which you gave is txt. You can either use write table or write matrix. We can use table because it is easier to handle the data in the form of table when we are using in Excel. If it is in the form of matrix, then you might get some difficulty in handling the data in Excel. So for simplicity, we convert them into table type and just write table.
Can we specify name like when you were exporting in the form of like Excel file, then you were getting variable name like variable 1, variable 2. Can we write like x sin x? Can we give name to?
Yes, you can do that. I have shown it put here now. Here, just write variable names and whatever be the names of your variable.
Okay.
Do I need to show them on MATLAB on editor window?
Yeah, if you will do it, then it will be better for us.
Okay, I am doing. I need to go back whatever I have done.
Smith, you are on unmute mode. Please unmute.
Yes, yes.
Sir, you are muted.
I am unmuted. Variable names. I don't know writing this correct, then why it is showing error. Okay. Now it is working. See here. Now if you see the graph of sin x versus x, it is still not showing the video. Here you can see now the variable name is writing here in the column vector x and sin x. I'll just use the specification called variable names and used cell arrays to use any kind of data types. I am using string kind of data type, so I have used cell. My first entity is x corresponding to x here, and my y is sin x. So I have written here x and my y is sin x. And if you run
Sir, what are the significance of apostrophe commas after x and y in table command?
it is used to detect that our variable type is string. If you do not write apostrophe here, it will think that this is your another kind of variable.
Okay,
To
okay,
specify
got it.
that it is a kind of string type of variable, so I have included.
This variable names that we have written, is that a keyword like we have to write with capital V and capital N? Is that we have to do that?
No, that is not necessary. As soon as you write that in apostrophe s, then it should work fine. Just write. If it works, then it is okay. Otherwise,
Hello, sir. I'm getting wrong number of arguments like that. I'm getting, sir.
Wrong number of
arguments.
Have you written that in correct order?
Yeah, x comma sin x, variable names, everything I have written like that only.
No, the first x transpose comma y transpose table.
Yeah, I have written.
Right? It is. You could share your screen. I'm not getting you what you are exactly saying.
Okay, I'll share. If you can stop sharing, I can share. This one.
You have not saved the folder here. You have just written the variable. You also need to write the name of the folder which you are saying. In write table, you need to write sign x versus x and the name of the folder, the name of the file which you are saving. Suppose you are saving that by the name in sign graph of sin x, different value of sin x versus x. Write them under colon, sorry, apostrophe.
Okay.
With extension.
Also, sir, also in the table command, you have mentioned the file name over there, like X.
Yes,
transpose
yeah, I have mentioned that, but that is not necessary. You can directly write in read table, and in place of file name, you can directly write what is your actual name of the file. Suppose gamma 0 degree. You can directly write gamma 0 degree in place of file name there.
Still something is wrong.
That is, I'm saying, you have written like X transpose Y transpose, then you have written sign graph, you have written the file name in the 7th line. You don't have to write the file name.
Yes, yes. You need to export it from there. You need to remove sign of graph X, line number 7.
Okay. What I have to do? I should remove that.
Yes. You are saving it in right table, na? You are creating variable there. You are not saving it there.
Okay, now is it okay?
Now it's good.
Okay. I will stop sharing. Thank you.
Okay.
Any more doubt, guys? We can take one or two doubts.
Excuse me.
Yes.
I have a doubt here. Can we make two graphs on a same paper, on the same at the
Yes,
same
yes,
time?
you can do that. Let me show.
Yes.
Suppose you also want to plot the graph of cos x. So you need to create another variable named y2, and you want to plot cos x on the same graph. Just need to write plot x, comma first variable. You can also write in continuation with x1, y1, x2, y2. But I am telling you the more efficient way. You write hold on. Hold on key is used to plotting the different graph on the same figure window. If you do not use hold on, it will plot graph in different figure window. So you need to write hold on so that your different graph are plotted in the same figure window. You just write plot x comma your y2 is cos x. Now if you do that and just hit run, then you can see your x and cos x both are coming on the same graph.
Okay, thank you.
You can use legend also to specify which one is your cos x, which one is your sin x. I may use here legend. My first graph is sin x and my second graph is cos x. See, whenever we are writing a string, we are putting them under apostrophe. So keep that in mind. And if you run that, you can see your blue one is sin x and the red one is cos x. In the same way, you can label the x-axis and y-axis and give the heading to the graph. x-axis level you can do using a command called x level. Y-axis level you can do a command called y level and give a heading and using a command called title. You can also change the window of this screen. Suppose you want to show this in between limit of -10 to 10. Here it is showing in limit between 0 to 10. Suppose you want to show this graph between -10 to 10 or 1 to whatever limit you want to show this graph. You can just write here x limit or x limit is, suppose you want to show in between x is between 0 to 10. And your y of the graph is in between -5 -2 to 2. I'm giving a random value, you can take whatever. And if you hit run button, now you can see my limit of the graph in my figure window is changed from -2 to 2 and x limit is changed from 0 to 10. You can play with it.
And why you use third bracket in the limit case?
Yes, this curly bracket is used to tell that this is a matrix form of data. See, whenever I am using a string, I am writing under apostrophe, and whenever I am writing a data in the form of matrix, I am writing them under big bracket. Okay, this 0 to 10 represent that my data is numeric and it is from 0 to 10. If I use it under colon, this represent that my variable here is string and string is not a number. So I have used it here big bracket.
So okay. If you use the curly bracket in the limit, what will be happen?
In the limit, curly bracket is for cell. In earlier session, other mentors might have told you that curly bracket is used to represent cell. Cell is not used to represent any specific kind of data. It is used in general to store any kind of data, either it is matrix, string, or whatever. So I am to represent the length, to represent the extent up to which our graph should be drawn, we used to write numeric kind of data. So I have written this under big bracket. For more clarification, you can write and you can go to the documentation page of MATLAB and just write whatever command you want to learn, x limit. Here you can see it has given every description of the function of the command x limit. I discussed only about the 2D data. 3D data and other types of data such as scatter plot and other types of plot will be discussed in the later section by other mentors. Okay.
Sir, I have two common questions, but I cannot figure it out. Can I ask?
Yes.
Regarding how to use the online version of this MATLAB, can you show once more? And regarding the offline version, how to download? And another is every year we get 2 notifications like campus-wide license renewal of MATLAB. What about this? These 2 questions, can you elaborate?
For license, you do not need to bother about. First, you need to create an account on MATLAB website.
Okay. I created it and using my IITK email ID and all these things.
Yeah, and just log in there for using online version of MATLAB. Just go to the Google page and write. Okay, let me escape from here.
If you have problem, we can discuss it later.
No. I'm shifting this to other.
Okay.
Just write here. MATLAB online or online MATLAB, whatever. Search is in the Google.
Okay.
And log into your account. Here it is showing. Start your MATLAB using MATLAB online.
Okay. Okay.
I've already logged in, so it is not showing anything.
Okay.
Just log in, it will start working fine.
Okay. And how to download the offline version you said towards the beginning?
For offline version, that is a very big stuff.
Okay. Okay. Then later. And we need not bother about the license renewal, right?
No. It will just write whenever your license is updated, and you just need to open your MATLAB. It will automatically show a window named update your license.
2021. Okay. That's like this. Okay. Thanks.
And for downloading MATLAB, I think they have already given you instruction how to download MATLAB and install the MATLAB.
Yes.
I could show you, but that will take a little time. Download.
No problem. I understood. That is possibly available in the website from where I will be downloading.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, Sumit.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
It was a great session.
Okay.
Excuse me, I have just one question, if possible.
Yes.
Yeah, this hold on command that you told, if we write hold on command, then both the plots will be on the same plot, right?
Yes.
If I don't write hold on in that case,
then your graphs will be plotted on different figure window.
so I will get two figure windows.
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, I have a question here. Sir, when you are writing the semicolons after plot, do we need to write hold on? Because the semicolon will automatically hold on the values, right?
No. Semicolon is used to suppress the output of that line.
Okay.
Hold on means that you are plotting different graphs in a same figure window.
Same picture.
Yes.
Okay.
Like if you remove the semicolon from the y1, the console will print y1 in the vector form. So that's suppressing the.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay,
Sumit. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Anil, we can close the meeting now.
Hello. Hello.
Yes.
Sir, when will be the first meeting that is cancelled?
That will be, PGNC will let you know about that.
Get the mail regarding those things.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, actually, I wanted to share a little feedback or suggestion. Sir?
Yes.
Like today, with the file that was shared, if in future sessions such files have to be shared, or Excel file, anything has to be used and resources have to be used, it can be shared beforehand via email, so that
that will be shared with the email. So when the email will come for the next day, the file will be in that email. So not worry about that.
Because our time is also lost and a lot of problems are there. So yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, then I am handling the meeting. Okay.
You can end now.